Thank you so much for joining me. This week, I want to talk about fear and shame. What fun, favorite topics. Because I've been doing comedy for about 1.5 years. I've been on stage well over 300 times. This year alone, I hosted mics 43 times, which I'm thrilled about. But what keeps standing in my way? A fear of upsetting someone. When I was 7 years old, I wanted to be a comic. I wanted to have my own show. And I would go around at Thanksgiving with a boombox and a microphone and interview my family. And I think on this particular Thanksgiving, I was on a bit of a tear. Because I remember interviewing my Uncle Ken. I said, Uncle Kenny, what does it feel like to be so fat? And immediately my mother said to me, she's like, you can't say those things. You're not supposed to say those things. You're not supposed to upset people. Why are you doing this? You know, I don't know the specifics, but the feeling was, Krista, you better just keep quiet. Don't tell anyone what your opinions are. And just toe the line, do your thing. So this has really been holding me back on stage, especially because there are things I want to say about men. There are things I want to say about being a nurse, which I don't think I've talked about being a nurse here. There are things I want to talk about, and I'm so afraid that people are going to judge me. They're going to say, you're stupid. Why are you saying these things? I have such great fears around it that I've been really working hard to get over them. I'm taking class with an amazing comedian, Jessica Kirsten, who's just phenomenal. If you've never heard of her, please check her out. And she's really helping me get through some of these fears because I have to feel like I'm allowed to say these things.
It's the only way you're going to get a big laugh. Like saying, this is funny, you should be laughing at this. Instead of, is this okay? I don't know if this is okay what I'm saying. I feel kind of bad. You can't do it. This is very, very, very important for you in stand-up, that you're concerned that guys won't be offended. And I'm not being like psychological, but there's certain things I deal with because of my upbringing and my whatever that I have like had to work through, because the point is to like get a rise out of people. And I don't mean like offend people and be mean, but that's what comedy is. It's like getting a rise. Like you're not safe, and you don't want to be safe. Especially as a female comic, like you don't want to, it's not to please people. The next thing you said, I love hurting people.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to scratch that.
Why?
It just sounds mean.
I became a nurse.
Because I wanted to hurt people.
I like that.
It always gets a big laugh, but I feel like.
Why do you say it? This is where it gets. What's making you say that?
What's making me say that?
Like it came from somewhere. What does that mean to you? Do you like putting needles in people? I mean, like, what's the reason why you say that?
I like sometimes when I do throat swabs on men, I like to make them gag a little bit. And if they
see, that's what I mean. It needs a reason.
I'm a nurse. I became a nurse because you like them?
Yeah, my mom is one.
Oh, your mom is one. A lot of men fetishize nurses. Yeah. I dated this guy once. He's like, I want you to give me a butt exam. I'm like, man, I'm off the clock now. It's not gonna happen. So I became a nurse because I wanted to hurt people. Not everybody, just men. No, I love men. Like, I really love men. But, sometimes when I'm doing a throat swab, I just like get in there. I'm like, you like it. I'm like, I just want to make him gag like a little bit, like not enough to make him like hurl. Just want to make him feel vulnerable. And sometimes I grab the back of their head. I'm like, yeah, take it, yeah.
But guys have actually come up after when I've talked about material that I think is going to bother guys, and they say, that was a great set. That was really funny stuff. Or one guy who's actually since been banned from the mics I go to because he started a fight, but he always has said really horrible things about women. So I was really surprised one day after I did these butt exam jokes. And he said to me, he's like, don't be so afraid of upsetting people. I believe in you. And it just blew my mind. I was like, oh my gosh. Whew. And one day there was a room full of investment bankers
Are you managing director? Are you? Yes? He's the managing director. That's why he's wearing the pink.
And at one point I said, that guy wants me to put a pine cone up his butt. And nobody laughed. But I think it was because I was grabbing my word and I couldn't even hear what I was saying, you know, because I was so afraid of saying it. So that's what I'm going to work on this week going forward. I think it's going to be a lifelong process to get rid of this feeling like, oh, I don't want to hurt someone's feelings. So thank you for joining us with Becoming a Comedian. If you like us, if you like the show, please subscribe. Please leave a comment. Please give a thumbs up. Please share. Share the episodes with someone. That would be awesome. I would love it. And so join me next week for more of Becoming a Comedian. Have a great night.